Hi, I'm Dave of Engineered by Dave, and I'm going to show you an instructional video of how to assemble my backboard curtain rod kit. This kit comes with what you basically see here. Each end has a bracket, 2 mounting bolts, nuts, washers, and then bolts to mount the rod to the bracket. The tools you need are socket wrench and a wrench. You can also have a nut driver that makes it a little bit more convenient, but that's really not needed. So the first thing you do is you take a bolt, you take your bolt, put it through the washer, flip your board up, and slip the washer and bolt into the countersunk hole. You got 2 countersunk holes here. So I'll do that. Okay, then the bolts stick out this side. Take your bracket in hand, slip it over the 2 bolts, take these nuts. These are nylock nuts I provide. They're a self-locking nut. Has a little nylon ring in there so your bracket won't become loose due to the nuts loosening. Okay, so now once you get those nuts spun on there by hand, you take your nut driver, or you can take just a regular wrench and set it on this side. Then take your socket, because it's down in there, and just start tightening it up. These are really great curtain rod kits. They solve a lot of problems. I've raised a lot of kids. I've had a lot of curtain rods that have been pulled out of the wall. And when you have kids, they get a little rough sometimes. They pull the curtain on the curtains. The curtain rod comes out of the wall. Very common problem. And you wind up with a set of holes in your sheetrock. Then you do a little patch job or just leave it. You mount another curtain rod. Kids pull that out. Then you can, it just goes on and on. So what this kit does is it covers up those holes, plus it allows you to mount your backboard into the king stud, and every window has a king stud on either side of the window. And I've got a template that I'm going to show you in the next video that'll allow you to locate that king stud by just holding this template on the upper corner, inside corner of your window, and then you just draw a couple lines, and you'll see in that video how you do it. Then you drill holes in this board and put your screws in directly into that king stud, and then this thing is solidly mounted to those king studs. Anyway, here's the curtain rod. It's got a tapped hole in the end, and you take this nut, put it through the hole in the bracket, screw it into your rod. Previously I mounted the bracket in the other end, so we don't have to go through that again. Then you just put the rod, line it up with the hole, put your second bolt in, and that's all there is to assembling this kit. And there you have it. Curtain rod goes up against the wall, the board goes up against the wall with your 2 screws into the king stud, and you got a solidly mounted curtain rod that is not going to come down.